We haven't mentioned Zoom, of course, other than at the very top of the show. It is down almost 13%. And it was a great quarter, of course, but you can see the performance of the stock. We talk so often about the multiple, forget to earnings, to revenues that the stock trades at. And Jim, I'll just come to you for sort of a quick rundown here. I mean, they did continue to grow their user base significantly, with customers over 10 employees growing 485% year over year. But there seem to be some concerns.
Yeah, well, we were talking earlier on Squawk that it's the margins. I think that that's not necessarily what the problem is. I think that they have not come up with something else besides what they are. And they are very oriented. They talk a lot about education. They did not have a customer list that people would want to rave about. In full disclosure, my stepson works for Zoom. But we don't talk about it because, you don't do that.
Right.
But I do think that Zoom did not deliver a next level of what's going to happen post-pandemic. Now, in Zoom's defense, I had yesterday the CEOs of the people who did the Standard & Poor's deal with IHS Markit. How did they do the deal, David? Zoom.
It's amazing.
And yet that did not come up. If I ran that conference call, I would have done that conference call quite differently.
The Zoom conference call.
Yes, I would talk about how they are coming for the enterprise.
Yes.
That they're working their way up.
Yeah.
That they are going to take control of the enterprise because it's easy to use, and they're going to be able to obliterate the competition in the same way that what are you smiling at?
I'm just thinking about who you're talking about, the competition. Oh, yeah, they're going to obliterate Microsoft. They're going to obliterate who? Salesforce now, which will own Slack at some point. They're going to obliterate Google, which, by the way, when you now in your Google Calendar schedule a Zoom meeting, it actually gives you a Google Meet link.
Okay.
That's a pretty tough competitive set they're going up against.
They're smart guys. You didn't even mention that Cisco's got him for with web.
Yeah, I forgot about Cisco. Oh, yeah.
David, sure. It's easy. You just click on it. Everybody else is a little more complicated.
Got it.
People like Zoom. Most of the guests who come on, David, are they on WebEx? Some. Are they on Google? Some. Most are on Zoom.
Yeah.
So why don't you criticize them? It's like, I hate Apple, and that's why you have to pry my cold, dead hands off of this thing. David, look at
I can see you got your phone there. Nobody's going to take that away from you. Yeah. Yeah, it was a Charlton Heston reference. Yeah.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.